give me your wallet and phone and stuff. So, okay. Your what?
They're in the car.
Well, okay, it's fine. It's not locked or anything, is it? Okay. So, can you tell him what you just told me, or?
Yeah. So we're here. We're obviously going to place you under arrest. There's a warrant for your arrest. We're going to take you to the jail. I told your mom that she can contact a bondsman, and you shouldn't be there very long. But there just is a process for paperwork and stuff. But right now, you do have to come with us, and I do have to put you in handcuffs. So turn around for me.
You have to put him in handcuffs?
We're gonna be the midnight hammer. We're gonna bomb, yeah. You can feel the pain. We're gonna be the midnight hammer.
It's cold out here, but things are about to heat up. Welcome to the podcast, everyone. My name is Mike, and this is the Mike Martin Podcast. Like, click, and subscribe. Oh, man, do I have one for you today. You talk about someone getting off pretty easy. You talk about someone not getting a book thrown at them. Someone sliding under the radar again. But for what reason? We got to figure this one out, people. This is a big one today. Today we got a big one. 17-year-old kid over here strangling two girls, attempting to grape two girls. Oh, man, this is terrible. Let's take a look.
Footage, but police and a surprise sweetheart deal took his prison term from a possible 70 years down to 0. We're taking a closer look at how the teen and his mom reacted to police taking him into custody. We're on the oral sodomy and more. He was staring down a nearly 80-year prison sentence, but in a shocking twist, the court agreed to grant Butler youthful offender status, and instead of going to prison, Butler went home with instructions on how to complete counseling and community service requirements. Butler's exact treatment plan, it's sealed in the court record, but the district attorney's office released this statement, quote, "The youthful offender sentence imposed against Jesse Butler requires him to complete his rehabilitation plan successfully, including an aggressive schedule of therapy with a specialist in sex offender treatment, and should he fail, he faces reclassification as an adult and a sentence of 10 years in prison." The community, it devastated the two girls who had gone to school officials to report what Butler had done to them. A mom of one of the victims told the outlet Tulsa World that the families were completely against youthful offender status from the beginning and said that it was their understanding that the prosecutor trying this case. Photos have been released showing one of the victims in the hospital after apparently repeated assaults by Butler. The victim's family says she ended up needing surgery because of severe damage to a vein in her neck. There are calls for the judge who approved Butler's deal.
What's wrong with this picture? Look at this. Look at bird brain over there. Look at the size of the head on this. No way. There's no way a person like this can make a rational, informed decision. There's no way. Look at it. The brain is that small. It lacks capacity. Very low capacity. Very, very, very low capacity this lady holds. And look at the rest of her body. I'm saying Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Holy cow. No, no, no. This is absolutely not. She's probably one of those. Let's get back to it.
Identified by her initials LS, told a school resource officer in September of 2024 that she dated Jesse Butler for a few months earlier in the year, and that during that time he physically and sexually assaulted her multiple times. LS reported she yelled and told him no repeatedly and tried to push him off of her, but was unable to overpower him. LS reported Butler told her he was sorry for what he had to do, but he had to do it. LS recalled hyperventilating because Butler intended to have sexual intercourse with her and she did not want to. According to LS, a woman must have heard her screaming because she walked up to the car and interrupted them. LS told police that Butler told her that if the police came, they would both be in trouble. He reportedly took her back to his home, where affidavit reads, quote, "LS told Butler she needed to get home, but Butler pulled her on top of him and told her, 'You're not going until I'm finished.'" She said she was able to get away and go home, but this wasn't the only time that an adult may have witnessed Butler trying to assault LS. The teen says that she was at the Butler home in their movie room when Butler took his clothes off and tried to have sex with her. She says Butler's mom came to the door asking if everything was okay, but the affidavit doesn't say anything else about her reaction to what she might have seen or heard. In late February of 2024, Butler reportedly strangled her because she refused to have sex with him. The affidavit says, quote, LS reported she was hyperventilating and then recalled her vision being blurry and she was dizzy. She reported her head immediately hurt and she was confused about what had occurred. She was scared of Butler, but when she regained consciousness following this incident, LS reported she had a handprint and an injury on her neck. Butler and LS apparently broke up in March 2024, and he started dating a girl identified as KS, and his disturbing and aggressive behavior allegedly continued. A second affidavit details the assaults KS says she suffered during the relationship. Quote, KS reported Butler had left bruises on her hips from squeezing her so tightly. KS reported the intercourse was extremely aggressive, but she reported she quickly stopped fighting it because Butler would overpower her and hurt her to get his way. KS explained that she learned what to and what not to do to avoid being hurt by Butler. According to KS, Butler would pin her down and she was physically unable to get him off of her. KS stated this would often lead her to hyperventilate, which Butler thought was funny. According to the affidavit, Butler also strangled KS so long that she eventually passed out. She reported she woke up on the floor of the living room in a home where she was house sitting. She claims Butler was livid that she wouldn't have sex with him. In that same week, KS reported that Butler choked her again, and it's for a sick reason. The affidavit says, quote, KS stated Butler told her he wanted to strangle her so he could film it on his phone. And if you can believe it, police found that video on Butler's phone, which showed him choking KS until she passed out.
No, wait a second, people. The video showed very clearly. The video showed that he was strangling a girl. He put it on tape. And we didn't have just one girl with the same last first initial, if you understand what I'm saying. Two different girls with the same thing, same stories. And he has it written down and recorded. So why isn't the book being thrown at this guy? Why isn't he being charged with attempted murder, people? Something is wrong with this whole story. Let's go back to it.
25 with 10 counts, and 11th was when he footage from Stillwater police that shows officers arriving at the Butler home and taking the teary-eyed young man into custody.
We're ready to obviously tell our story too.
Yeah.
Jess, it's Mom. Open the door. It's me.
And if you'll just have him step out.
Okay. Give me your wallet and phone and stuff. So, okay. Your what?
They're in the car.
Well, okay, it's fine. It's not locked or anything, is it? Okay. So, can you tell him what you just told me, or?
Yeah. So we're here. We're obviously going to place you under arrest. There's a warrant for your arrest. We're going to take you to the jail. I told your mom that she can contact a bondsman. And you shouldn't be there very long, but there just is a process for paperwork and stuff. But right now you do have to come with us, and I do have to put you in handcuffs. And you shouldn't be there very long, but there just is a process for paperwork and stuff. But right now you do have to come with us, and
You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Yeah.
I'll get you out. For me? Alright, stay silent. Rick knows about this. Candy's on this. Dad's on his way. We're coming to get you, okay? Stay strong, okay? Say your prayers.
Okay, so he's going to go right to the city of Stillwater.
Oh no, poor little boy wants to cry now to mommy and look all sad and disappointed. I bet you weren't looking like that when you're on top of the girl strangling him and telling him, hey, just be quiet. Oh, I can't believe that. There's a special place down under for people just like that. You know what? Speaking of that, the kid reminds me of someone. I just can't put my fingers on it. Who does he remind me of? There's no way this kid's gonna be rehabilitated. There's absolutely no way. He's got it embedded in his head, and people are gonna just give him another chance? That is bull crap. You know it, and I know it too. Let's get back at it.
Awful experience for the child. Yes. See you in a bit.
Butler was released on a $25,000 bond. When he entered his no contest plea over the summer, the mom of LS shared her victim impact statement online, and it says in part, quote, "I've had to carry this weight while going to school, trying to act like I'm okay. I've woken up from nightmares that make me feel like I'm being attacked all over again. I've had to explain bruises, explain silence, explain why I started isolating from people who loved me. You didn't just strangle me with your hands, you strangled my voice, my joy, my ability to feel safe in my own body. I will never forget the night you strangled me unconscious because I said no. The moment changed my life." A medical professional later told me that I was just 30 seconds away from dying. 30 seconds. If you had just kept your hands on my neck just a little longer, I wouldn't be standing here today. That wasn't just a scare. It was a near-death experience. You didn't just hurt me, you nearly killed me. LS also addressed Butler's mom and dad in her statement, saying, quote, "To Jesse's parents, I don't know what you know. I don't know if you heard me crying through the walls or noticed how your son treated me when no one was looking. But I hope you hear this now. Your son hurt me in ways that cannot be undone, and I need you to understand that your silence, your protection of him, or even your denial, that would hurt too. Because someone should have stopped this. Someone should have seen the bruises and the fear." My colleague, Law and Crime's Jesse Weber, recently
weaknesses in every case, and allegations are allegations. You've got to eventually, if you're the prosecution, line up your proof and make sure that you're right, because you don't want to lose. You don't want to even go forward if you're not right. And so I think plea bargains are also a function of the quality of proof by view of how the lawyers assess their case. And so unfortunately, with a plea bargain, the public doesn't always have all of the information because there's no trial. You know, in the trials, why I love trials so much is because you do get all the information. You get to see the witnesses, you get to judge their credibility, you get to see text messages or videos and all that. In a plea, the public really doesn't, so we are sort of left to speculate. But as a plea bargain, and somebody who's presided over thousands of them and done them myself, you know, plea bargains are functions of proof and your assessment of how strong your case is, whichever side that you're on.
Going to be some criticism of it, considering there wasn't going to be 70 years or a period of time in adult prison because he's 18 years old. Not asking your opinion of the decision for this to be youthful offender status, but be a lot of frustration from the public when it goes through.
Well, folks, looks like another white boy got away with another crime. Hate to say it, but look at it. I got a question. If that was an illegal immigrant that did the same thing, 17-year-old boy, illegal immigrant that did that to two girls, would he get the same treatment? Would he? Or would he be shipped out and down for the count? Wait, what if he was legal? A legal immigrant that did have his paperwork and did the same exact thing. Would he be treated the same way and just a slap on the hand? Or would he be in the can? Hey, call it how I see it. There's questions. Many questions need to be answered. Peace.
Can't break this spell. Cooperation is the only love you're ever gonna need. Keep your mind full of knowledge and not full of greed. Don't be the crab in the bucket trying to pull your people down. Instead, let's hop on each other's backs and rebuild this town.